Here we go. I think we're live. I don't want to be big. Ew. Huh. We're live. Hey everybody, welcome into the Flippin Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. This is Bill.
Hey, how are you?
And I got a couple of really exciting announcements for you today. And Bill's going to go over some goal setting, and I have a couple of announcements for you and some stuff I want to talk about. And then at the end, we're going to give away a month free of List Perfectly because I do that every week. And then we will take some questions, and I guess that'll be the show. So let's have some people wait for some folks to come in. While we do that, say hi as you come in. You have to leave a comment in order to win the List Perfectly. The StreamYard giveaway tool pulls from the comment section, so let us know you're here. Say hi. And then while we wait for folks, I'm going to address the housekeeping stuff. You know, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing that. It helps us out a lot. Make sure you hit the thumbs up as you're listening today. That helps out as well. I have Bill and David's Instagram in the description box, Gnome and Frog. Mm-hmm. Oh, speaking of, you have an announcement.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it was.
Well, I linked your Instagram so that people can go follow you because you have great content and you do reels, but you recently...
Yes, I recently got my first real payment in real cash in my real bank account for doing this. And I am like so thrilled. And thank you for reminding me. My mind just went blank. Yes, I am now monetized on Instagram and I made my first $50.
Yay! So this was one of your goals to start doing reels.
Yes. I'm also on TikTok at Gnome and Frog #1. Gnome_Frog #1.
I'll put it in the Hootie Coos. But the Hootie Coos. But back in November when you were here, we talked about how you wanted to start making reels.
Yes. That was definitely one of my goals.
Sorry, I don't know how to make this be quiet. I don't know how to work TikTok because I'm an old fart.
It's not bad. I just go on there and I basically what I've been doing is my Instagram post, I download it to my device, just go over to TikTok, copy and paste what I wrote in Instagram, throw it on TikTok, add more hashtags and post the listing, and I'm done.
I do the same thing.
Yeah.
I just choose different music. Have I told you to make sure you do that?
Yes.
So, and anyone listening.
And you said us under with the ones with the arrow, correct?
Yes. If you want to do shorts or reels or little videos that are under a minute, it is easy to put them on 4 platforms. So currently I'm monetized on Instagram, Facebook, and I received an invite from YouTube that's going to start paying me for my shorts starting next Wednesday, in addition to the videos that I put out. So that's exciting. I'm having a hard time getting to 1,000 viewers on TikTok or subscribers, which is what you need. But anyway, super easy. Like Bill said, you create your video, you put it on Instagram, you type your caption and all your hashtags, and you can copy paste that to your phone and then just put the video on TikTok, paste the same thing. You can put it on YouTube, and you can link your Instagram to automatically post to your Facebook for you.
Correct. And I have it on my... No, I was just going. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I don't have it under my Gnome and Frog page. It's under my my everyday Bill Penny page.
We need to fix that.
So
I'm going to tell you why as soon as I finish the thought process.
Okay.
So you're only actually doing 3 because Instagram will post to Facebook for you. And it's a good idea to put them on all the platforms, even the ones you're not monetized on yet, because that's how you grow. That's how you get an audience, and that's how you eventually get monetized. Bill was putting out reels for a while, and then Instagram noticed, hey, people are looking at his stuff, and he got the invitation to become monetized.
It sat there for 2 weeks. I didn't even know it was there.
And then he got his first payment, which is super exciting.
Yep.
And I will be starting to get paid for shorts on YouTube, so I'll start adding those to YouTube as well. The reason you need to fix the Facebook because you need a Facebook page that's just like a business page, I guess. Like I have a Flippin Hippos page, and it's just all of the stuff from my Instagram on Facebook.
Which I do have a Norman Frog page.
Some people don't like Instagram and don't use it. Some
Okay.
people only use Facebook.
Right.
Also, Gary Vee just put out a TikTok or an Instagram reel last week that all the statistics are pointing to Facebook pages becoming popular again because more folks our age, or my age and your age and up, are starting to utilize social media, and they're going to be using Facebook more.
Okay.
Because TikTok and Instagram is kind of for the younger crowd. Hey, there's your husband.
Hi. So then what you're saying is where I have it linked, my Instagram, to go to my Facebook, I can change that to Noman the Frog instead of Bill Penny?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then they'll all go to that page?
Yeah, you want to create like a personality blogger type page?
Which, well, yeah, Noman the Frog is basically that. It's already, we already have that page. So I would just go to that page.
Just link it there. And then you can have your Facebook link back to your Instagram.
And now, does that work the same way? That, or well, I guess it would be one and the same. If I got so many followers on Facebook, I get paid. But then, can you do that? Get paid on Facebook and get paid on Instagram? Oh, you can. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
You got to wait for your invitation, just like Instagram.
What's the number of followers? Do you know?
No, it's just like Instagram. I don't know how
Until
or when.
Decide,
you
they'll just send you an email. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's only if I just switch that one thing, then I can. Okay, good. I'll have to remember that. See, I learned.
And you can like link it back to your Instagram. You can link a thing at the top. Like I'm sure if you see my page, it has. Whoops, I played my reel. Sorry, it has join my Facebook group at the top. So you can pin your Instagram where I have that, but I want to promote my group, so I have that pinned.
Okay. All right. Good. That's good to know. Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm going to say hi to folks.
Well, one of my goals to getting was the start of this year was to find other places to find more income, a little bit more income.
More streams.
And I want to go, and I don't want to, not that I'm against it. I don't want to spend the time editing and posting and all for YouTube, because in my case, it could take like an hour or so. And that hour I could do more. I can sit on the couch drinking coffee and have my Instagram up on 3 different sites in a matter of a half an hour, 20 minutes. So, all motivational.
I do not edit. I literally say that in my videos. I'll drop something and be like, well, shit, I'm not editing that. All right, I'm going to say hi to everybody that's come in. Pam is here. Lori Brackmeyer says hello. Looking forward to the show. Sherry says hi. Kim says hi. Mary says
everyone.
Hi. Darlene, Mandy, hello, welcome in. Della, she was on time. Doing shipping while you listen. That's cool. Dawn is here and says, nice to meet you for the first time. Well, Dawn, this is Bill. He's one of my besties.
How are you?
He and his husband and I are very good friends, and I talk about you guys all the time. But
well, thank you.
So,
thank you.
I got some exciting news to share. I'm just going to show you guys. If you watched my bullet.
We froze. You froze. Why did you freeze? Oh. Okay. Problem. Do I?
There we are. Okay, bye.
Sorry.
Okay, sorry guys. Bill had to call me. I lost the internet. What a great, awesome time.
Hey, amateur hour, as you say, right?
It's amateur hour up in this joint. I got to start collecting comments again for the Anyway, we're laughing now. A couple seconds ago, I was swearing bad enough to make a sailor blush.
Yeah, it's all part of technology.
Oh my goodness. So I lost the internet. Bill called, but we're back on. So as I was saying, so rudely interrupted by the wind and the weather daring to knock out my internet because I'm so important between 4:30 and 5:30 every Friday. I set my bullet journal up 3 months at a time. So mine's set up actually 4 months, I think, because I'm an overachiever. It's set up through April, whatever that is. That's 4 months. So I have a future log. So when I set up May, so forth, I know what's coming up. Can you guys see what's coming up? August is FlipCon, and I'm going to ride to North Carolina with the boys. That's what I call Bill and David. Then in then in May, the boys and Cheryl and Scott are coming out here for my birthday and one of our local meetups and to do some thrifting. And then in July, I'm going to Lancaster for a special meetup that Dan will be hosting. And Scott will be there and the boys. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I can't stand it.
Now it's pretty busy for us too. We also have the FlipCon plan coming out to see you guys. We'll do a couple day trips. Take a day off and go up to camp. It's only a 2-hour drive, so that's a day trip. We do FlipCon. And it's possible that we may be getting down to Texas to see Scott. It's one of my goals for the year, but it's like at the bottom of the list if it happens.
I want to go. Can I go?
Yeah. Well, let's just, Actually, you'd have to find another way because I think it's like 5 or 6 hours out of our way to come get you. We'd have to drive back. We'd have to drive 6 hours or 5 hours to come out and see you, and then down.
Well, I could ride the train out to you again.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, Vegas is kind of up in the air for me. I don't know if I'm going to do.
FlipCon is more important than getting to Texas.
Yeah, I will definitely be going to FlipCon. We'll be riding together. I don't know about Vegas. It's kind of up in the air this year. Like, we just got back here, and I'm enjoying my time here in Pennsylvania and his family. And I did so much traveling last year for
no
Hermit.
offense, offense to the Vegas. No offense to the Vegas thing, but I mean, we're both not gamblers, and I know that it is there for the learning too, but it's a very big expense for us because we're coming all the way over from Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
and that is one of the issues. And I know if you make it a plan to put the money there to have it done, but we can go to the same sort of environment closer.
Yeah. I mean, I actually have the money, but I want to sit on my money. I like to look at my money and not spend it on my skirts.
Hey,
and I just went to Vegas, Boston, North Carolina last year. We went to Disney. We went to Universal. We spent an ungodly amount of money to move. And now I'm like, can I just look at my money and let it sit there for a long time now?
It's so funny now that we have the house paid off and everything. And it's just like what you just said, going out, do we want to, like yesterday, we went to our very first wholesale. Well, I'm sorry, second time we went to our wholesale, but so on the way home, Dave and I are like, oh, wow, you want to stop for dinner? And they're like, well, we got this amount of food in the home and you're going to spend $50 when you got dinner at home. And it's like, so we chose to come home.
Once it's ingrained in you to be a frugal person. I mean, last year was the year to do it. I said before I left Florida, I was going to see certain things, and I did. And I was going to do both reseller meetups, and I did. And Boston and Salem was a bucket list thing for both of us. So I don't know. Anyway, I have one more big announcement, and then I'm going to let Bill talk about goals for a minute. Because my announcement is tied in with a goal. So I've had a goal for, since I started the channel. In fact, I actually used to make these types of videos. Can anybody guess what I'm talking about? Actually, the first person who can guess over in the chat what I'm talking about can choose one of our 3 guides for free. I'll give one away. So I used to do videos. I mention it all the time. Man, I need a channel. And I've struggled because it is a goal and it's something that I really want to do. It's something that I enjoy doing. Sherry Cook wins. Hey, how ironic. Sherry Cook wins with the gas of cooking. So Sherry, send me your email address in a private message on Instagram or Facebook, and you can choose clothing, plush, or jeans guide. I'll send you one for free. Yes, it's been a struggle bus though, because it's like, I don't like to be camera ready more than one day a week. I like to wear my pajamas. Bill has seen them. They got like a big hole. It's a Deadpool shirt.
Yeah.
Skipping showers for 3 days and looking homeless and smelling bad. It's just, I don't like to. Listen, I'm admitting things. But Fridays I don't cook. And I'm not going to put makeup on, and especially do my hair on a random Monday to film me cooking, right? So I decided I was going to just do reels. Well, that was the other thing. I didn't want to have to start a new YouTube channel and work my way up to being monetized and trying to get all the views and the subscribers. Keith kept saying, utilize, you already have an audience. You have 10,000 plus people watching you every day who probably have to eat too. Who probably want to
They will be eating too.
We all eat. I always talk about my recipes and my cooking, and people love to hear about it. I did a test drive on Sunday last week. I put out a menu planning video, and it had a lot of views, a lot of traffic, and a lot of interesting comments. So instead of doing full length videos or even being on camera, it's just going to be me. You're just going to see you'll see. They're cute. Bill saw the preview. The first one comes out tomorrow. And they're just going to be quick videos showing the food being made. And then there'll be a link to our website where I'm going to put all of the recipes there for people to be able to print out. And I will probably be releasing my actual menu planning spreadsheet that I showed in the menu planning video for free, just for people to have. So I did it. I achieved a goal. I started a cooking channel, so to speak. It'll be a separate series, but it'll be put on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, and then on our website as well. I'm very happy. The very first recipe coming out is actually Keith's grandmother's that she gave me because it's one of his favorite things to eat. So I'm pretty excited. I'm just so thrilled with myself. I'm like, because I love to cook.
That's fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. It's a good feeling when you know that you've reached.
And I'm doing something I love that's fun for me, and I'm monetizing it. But so it's not. That sounds greedy, but we all gotta eat, make our bills. So it's nice that I can make money off of it coming out the gate off of the platform I've already built. But it also goes along. I love to help. I love to teach. So now I'm just, in addition to teaching and reselling, I'm showing y'all how to make some food.
Talking about teaching.
Dork.
Friend of Dave's from high school wanted to learn how to do Poshmark, and we've been helping him for like the last 2 months, and then so I took over, and it feels good to get on the phone, and in the beginning it's a couple hours, but you get off the phone and you're actually helping somebody and you're seeing the results of it. It's pretty cool. So that's something that was always in the back of my mind. Wasn't written down, but it was in the back of my mind that I wanted to help somebody somehow.
Well, you've helped me.
Good feeling. Good feeling.
Remember what I told you when you came out here? If it weren't for you guys, Keith would probably still be looking at my curtains.
Hey,
not putting them up.
I'm sure Dan will not mind me saying this, but he was over Saturday night. Him and his wife were over to watch the Eagles game, and he's big on sports. He knows sports like because he played sports up until like 8th grade. So he was explaining how plays are made and all. So he knows the ins and outs of football. And you saw the posts that he puts up on Facebook, rankings and all this other stuff. So Dave and I are like, why don't you just turn TikTok on and make yourself some videos, and maybe you can make yourself a little bit of money. Well, as of yesterday, trying to remember what day it was. Now I got to find him real quick.
Is he on TikTok?
He is now on TikTok. And I had his videos.
Is it under Flippin' Daddy?
No. It's a whole, here it is. Oh, let me go back to search. This is Dan's new TikTok.
We have the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers set to fight for their
What's it
opportunity
called? Sports?
to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I know I'm a little
Can you
biased.
read that to
Sports.
me?
I'm going to break it down for you. This
Sports,
is going to break it down for you.
hashtag potatoes
Underscore.
_. But
Okay,
that
I'm
is
going to
his-
put the link in.
that-
Guys, Dan is a really cool guy.
So he is now sports _potato. Let me turn it that way. And he is now doing little clips of sports analyzing. So, and I thought I would share that. If there's any sports fans out there, go support Dan on TikTok.
Yep, Dan is a really good guy. And in fact, he's going to be hosting the meetup on the other side of PA in July. Excuse me.
So yeah, I was pretty excited when he sent us the link just yesterday that he started his TikTok, and he made his first video this morning. And
That's awesome. I don't do sports, but I'll follow him. And
what I'm trying to think, he texted us around 9 o'clock. He had 300 views, and then he texted us like by noon or something. He hit that his very first video had 600 views.
that's
So,
great.
Yeah, and then I sent him a link on how to get all the different hashtags. I found a program where you punch in the name of what you want, and it shoots out like 30 different hashtags to use for that subject.
Can you give me that too?
I certainly will.
Will you send that to me, please?
I'll send it to you after the show.
Yes, thank you. All right, Bill, you want to talk about making some goals?
Yes. Backstory: this all started, of course, when eBay light bulb went on, and then when I met you and you mentioned two simple words, a name by the name of Dave Ramsey.
Which is why I'm cheap.
Yeah. Quick story: we followed him. It took us about 9 months or so to get it down pat, maybe a year and a half before we got the budget in place and really got everything together as a machine working. And then it took us 2.5 years to pay everything off minus the house. We just recently paid the house off, and that motivated me. Why I'm saying Dave Ramsey, because Dave Ramsey, in one of his videos that we watched, brought up the name of Les Brown. He's a motivation speaker. And from Les Brown over the years, we have also found Jim Rohn, who also does motivation. Then you have Louise Hay. She does all kinds of like affirmations.
Yep.
Same with Bob Proctor. He does all the mind and the universe and all that stuff. And then you have Brian Tracy, which is business. He teaches you how to stay successful and be motivated in business, and gives you business, which I'm going to break one down for you, gives you business suggestions to use to get your business up and running, and actually create wealth is what if you follow his programs. Then you have Tom Bayou, I believe I say it. And then you have
I think so.
We follow Dr. Dispenza, I think is how you say it. And then Jim, it's KWIK, and he's all about brain and teaching your brain how to remember and all this stuff. So anyway,
did anyone else write those down? You should be.
Let's see if They're the people that we listen to. And that's just going to take you down a rabbit hole of other people.
And meanwhile, Star watches.
So, well,
I just watch Friends.
this is the way we've been doing it. We've been doing this for now over 2 years. We took the affirmations, and you've seen them up on the wall, and we had them here too, but we need room for storage. But our dining room is basically a shrine to this stuff. But
Yeah.
pretty much
You
started.
saw
I
I
start
was
my
just going
day
to
with-
mention real quick, the last time Bill was on, he showed his dining room. So watch that too. Sorry to interrupt you, but that's
No, that's
important.
fine. That's fine. But real quick, I try to get myself at least 1 hour. Dave does in the morning also when he gets up. And then we just keep positive, keep telling ourselves positive things because they tell you what you think of is what you will become. So, and as far as the goals are concerned, and if anybody has questions, please ask. Star can read them off to me. But the Brian Tracy gentleman that talks about business and success in the business world, he says to write your goals down. So what I did is, this is the 3rd or 4th year I've done this. January 1st, I get up and I write myself, these are my goals for 2023. So, and then what he tells you to do is to break down this yearly goal down to like a 6-month goal.
Mm-hmm.
And then you break that 6-month goal down to a month goal, and they break that down to a daily goal. And then he tells you to take your top 10 goals that you want to do. Let's say you want to, in a week, take your top 10 goals you want to do in a week, and you write them down. And then you write them down every day. So like these goals, I'll recopy them tomorrow, but in a different order. And you do that every day. And then what you do is that your daily goal, like my daily goal is how to get that I want to have $225 to $250 in profit on all platforms every day.
That's a
So
good goal.
then you take that goal and write down 10 reasons that's going to get you to that goal. And then you take those 10 reasons and break down like the top 2, because you're going to do them in order, what's going to get you there faster. You write down those top 10 goals, and then you take like the top 2 goals and write out 5 reasons that's going to get you there. And that's just one of the programs that he talks about and does in his videos. I can send you a link to his video that you can throw up later just to get you there. But basically everything we do is just positive energy. We just keep telling us, like I have a saying coming down my front out of the bedroom, down the steps, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. And believe it or not, Dave found that at a thrift store as we were learning all this stuff. So I hung it up on the wall so that when you come down, you've been in our home, coming down off the 2nd floor, it's there on the wall. And then we have the positive stuff on the wall. I get up every morning and I'm grateful for everything that I'm about to have and the fact that I'm awake. And I open up my window and say hello to the universe. I know it all sounds creepy, but
no, it is a little hokey, but I get out of bed and the curtains you guys put up in my bedroom,
right.
I fling them open like first thing and just look outside. I just like stand there and take a minute, whether it's snowing or there's pretty leaves or it's ugly dead trees.
Mm-hmm.
I just throw the curtains open and I just take a minute to look out over the forest in the backyard.
Yep. Taking the beauty of what everything is.
And just I'm so grateful to be back in Pennsylvania and so doing so much more. That's bad English, but I'm doing so much more better that I take a time to just appreciate it,
And then they tell you to do the same thing at night when you go into bed. Take your top 3 things that you were grateful for the day. Even though you're having a bad day, they say even though you're having yourself a really bad, let's say shitty day, as we would say, they want you the universe wants you to be grateful for 3 things, just so you know that you're going to bed with a great feeling in your mind instead of the bad things that happen during the day. And
See,
just,
I like that. I don't reflect every night, but every Sunday
okay,
I sit down for like 10 minutes with my bullet journal
okay,
and I plan ahead. So the first thing I do is I look ahead to the next week and I fill in anything I need to fill in, any to-dos, anything I know is going to happen. I look over this week and then I fill in. I kind of reflect on Sunday for the whole week. So I'll write where we ate on Friday, what movie we watched on date night,
okay.
anything that happened that week that I enjoyed or liked or made me happy. And also, if I know something didn't happen because of me, like if I didn't reach a goal and it's my fault, I will write down what happened and why the goal didn't happen.
Okay.
And that way I can look back and go, well, I can't do this if I do this. So in order to make this happen, like for instance, you guys, I slept in one of the days this week. I didn't get up till 9. It's because the night before I was watching a dumb movie and I wanted to watch the next movie in the series. We won't talk about the franchise, Scream. And I just kept doing the Uno Mas. One more. I stayed up too late, but then I didn't beat myself up over it because, I still got everything I wanted to get done in that day.
Mm-hmm.
But only because we didn't go thrifting on Wednesday because the roads were so bad.
Okay.
Now, had that been a Salvation Army day, like a typical Wednesday, me getting up that late would have thrown a wrench into everything.
Oh, sure.
But I think on some level that was why I stayed up late watching.
Because you knew the weather was going to be bad.
I knew the roads were going to be bad.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think subconsciously in my mind, I'm like, you can stay up till 2:00 in the morning watching movies and still get up at 8 or 9 rather than your normal 7. Because you'll be fine.
Yeah.
So anyway,
but
I had to interject that I just do the weekly.
No, that's fine. I just want to say also that especially Louise Hay, she's real good. There's so many. There's Abraham. There's just so many. There's Oprah. Anyway, Louise Hay has always talks about if you're in a situation and you're angry, it's like it already happened in the past, so you can't do anything about it. So just move on. So she tries to teach you to meditate yourself, to just tell yourself, I am better. I feel good. This is not going to bother me. You keep telling yourself that to what's positive. So you're not carrying that negativity with you. And now it's angering you through all the day. And if somebody talks to you, you snap at them because you're still upset with what happened 8 hours ago. So she teaches you how to bring yourself back down and put yourself back into the universe of happiness. So, and I always believe that it's like they always say, if you're going to do something, anything, it's going to come back to you, but don't expect it to come back to you. It's going to come back to you when it comes back to you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I used to believe in the power of 3, like the Wiccans do. Everything you put out in the universe comes back to you.
Right.
3. So if you're putting out good stuff, you're going to get good stuff. If you're putting out,
and I've seen signs of it already. It's a couple of things that we have done. It's like, a month or 2 or a week or 2 or whatever, some kind of sign of what we did has come back and related to that item or idea or whatever it is we did.
But don't do good things just because you want good things to come back.
If you do good things, yes.
That's the wrong energy to put in the world. That's
Absolutely.
selfishness, narcissism.
Yes. Don't do good things just because, to expect a pat on the back, because when you start doing it that way, like you just said, you're going to get all that negative energy out of it.
It's negative, yeah. And like, I'm sure we've all known somebody in our life who will do nice things for people only to hold it against you later. To lord it against you or hold it against you. I've known a lot of people like that. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Do nice things because it's nice to do the nice right thing.
And trust me, there's going to be days where you're going to have some kind of, I mean, look what we went through last year. You know, we had a pretty rough year. Just
Yeah,
going
it
through
was.
things, and you just got to keep telling yourself, you know, I'm better than this.
But you also have to be proactive. So you have to sit down and think about what exactly is it that I'm unhappy about?
Yes.
Can I change it? If I can't, how can I learn to live with it? And it's kind of like the old, I mean, it's hokey, but the old AA meeting, the courage to accept the things I cannot change and the wisdom to change the things I can.
Yep.
But once you figure out what it is, if you can change it, you got to figure out how. So, you know, when we knew we wanted to come back to Pennsylvania, and that was what we needed to do for our business, our happiness, Keith's family's happiness, we knew it could happen, and we just put the plan into motion. But it can be something as simple as I need to make 2 more sales a week because the cost of eggs went up. Talked about
Right. No,
so
but
eggs went up. I need 2 more sales a week so I can keep up my egg habit. I eat an egg every day in my salad, folks.
now
My
you're going
hard-boiled egg.
to take that goal, and you're going to write 10 reasons on how I'm going to get what's going to get me to getting 2 more sales. What am I going to do? Does it mean I have to list more? Does it have to mean I have to source more? You have to find what it is that's going to get you there.
Yep. And if you say, well, I'd like to make 50 extra bucks a month. Well, there's need and there's like to. So if you need 2 sales to get your eggs, you need to figure out how you get them. But if you would like 50 extra dollars for play money or savings, that's when you can look at the extra streams of income, like Instagram.
And they also tell you to write your goals like you already have them. Not I hope and I want it. You have it in your possession. So I start every one of my goals with I have. I already have it. It's there. Eventually it's going to be mine.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. Another one that popped in my head. Are you familiar with Mel Robbins? Okay. She does mirror work and teaches you how to like yourself first before you like others.
Mm-hmm.
And looking in the mirror and telling yourself you're okay. I love you. You're a good person. That's a good thing too. And it's not easy for people to do.
No, I couldn't do that.
No,
I like myself just fine, but I couldn't.
I know, and
But I do talk to myself like.
But that is one of the programs. It's not a program. It's one of the teaching things that I'm sorry.
A method.
Thank you. Yes, it's one of the methods that she teaches you how.
I mean, if you can do it, good for you. But I mean, I don't know. Like I run around the house making dumb jokes and songs all day. And I will tell myself, I'm funny. I don't care who you are. I crack myself up. I'm hilarious. So at least do that. If you can't look in a mirror, because I can't. But if there's something about yourself that you like, that you enjoy, do it and tell yourself it's great. I don't care if nobody else ever appreciates my stupid dad jokes. I think they're funny. They make me laugh. And the dumb songs I make up for my hamster, she probably doesn't even enjoy them, but
well,
I certainly do. And I remind myself every day, you make up nice hamster songs.
And once you start admitting that you're wrong when you're wrong and not blaming other people, that's another sign that things start going positive for you. When you start admitting to yourself, and that one there was very hard for me in a way, because the simplest things would always be, oh, it's their fault. Oh, it's their fault.
Well, I'm never wrong, so. I'm wrong all the time. Make lots of mistakes. That's how I learn.
I put up a montage this morning because I always try to keep them in uniform for what I want the theme to be. So, life is most difficult example. Most people fail because they try to copy others, not realizing that everyone has a different question paper. So, in other words, I always tried to compare myself to the guy next door. And once you start doing that and just do things and not worry about what other people think, your life starts to change. So
if you guys have any goals, you want to talk about? I'm trying to read and talk at the same time, and my brain doesn't work that way. Start putting them over in the section over here. The reason we're back talking about goals again, because we already talked about this in the new year, is because I think at New Year's, everyone is all new year, new me. I'm going to have goals. I'm going to do this. And nobody does them for very long. And or the motivation or the excitement for goal setting goes away. So this is another announcement that we have. For the foreseeable future, Bill's going to be on the channel every second and fourth Friday for Hangout. So you guys only have to put up with me by myself twice a month. I'm going to look for some other guests too. But Bill's going to come on. So we can keep up this motivation, this excitement, this want to keep moving forward and improving ourselves and our businesses and our having goals all year long. So the fourth Friday of every month, Bill's going to come on and we're going to have a whole New Year's Eve excitement level goal show. And then the second Friday of every month, Bill will come back on and we're going to motivate you guys to keep on going and keep doing what you're doing. I'm sure we'll come up with other topics and ideas, you know, around that basic thought process so it doesn't become the same show over and over. But I will be sharing with you along the way my goals that I achieve. Like I'm back to doing my cooking shows. Bill achieved getting monetized in his first payment on Instagram. I started doing listing parties. That was a goal that I had way back in October when I knew listing parties was going to come out, that I wanted to host them. And then life happened and I moved and everything else. But I've got that in place now. Oh, I finished my inventory thing. What do you call that when you go through your inventory?
What is it? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you sure were.
Well, I'm trying to find a video that I was going to try and put in the chat.
I'm picking on you. When you somebody help my brain fart.
Okay.
When you go through all of your inventory and check it. An audit?
Yeah, an audit. You did an audit on the store.
Yeah, I pulled every single bin one by one, or I didn't keep that.
How much did you find fell off of eBay?
Like 100 pieces.
Yeah.
But guess what? Because I use List Perfectly.
Okay.
It used to be if I found 100 pieces that fell off.
Right.
I would have to rephotograph and recreate the listings for those 100 pieces. Guess what I did? I found them on List Perfectly and I pushed them back out on eBay, and it was that easy. It was that simple.
I only push them out on eBay, yeah, because that's awesome.
So I didn't have to redo anything. They were all on List Perfectly. I just repushed them out. So there's another plug, rah for List Perfectly. If you're not using it, do it. Flippin' Hippos, 30% off. Use Flippin' Hippos, 30% off your first month. So I finished our bins. I'm working on our remotes now. Plush are next.
Good.
We're still going to strive towards 5,000 listings, but at current time, only Keith is listing because I ended all the remotes and I'm putting them back. I'm finding so many mistakes. When we moved, a bunch of the bins that we keep the remotes, there's some right here, that we keep remotes in, they got mixed up in with each other.
Oh, no.
And then the multi-quantity listings we had on eBay before Keith started using List Perfectly, they were all screwed up. So List Perfectly, they're ended and they're not back on eBay. It's a whole hot mess. Oh, wow. But I was able to just end them all, go into List Perfectly, and type in, I pull them out one at a time, and I type in the model number, find it on List Perfectly, make sure I still physically have it.
Right.
Fix the SKU line because I'm just redoing 1, 2, 3, 4.
Gotcha.
And then I just make it live on Mercari and Amazon and eBay. So it's that easy. You guys should be using List Perfectly. So inventory is most important for me right now as far as goals because a bunch of stuff got screwed up when we moved twice in 2 years.
Oh, sure.
So I'm doing that. Keith's working towards our 5,000 listings, and I'm trying to put out a long form video every day and a reel every day and get it out on all 4 short form platforms. What are you trying to do? What are your goals? I should say, what are you doing? Not trying. What are you doing?
Real quick, the link that I put in is that Jim Rohn, how to set goal. It's Jim Rohn on 5 goal sets. So I just put a link in the description. Hopefully it goes. It went. Did it copy?
I'm gonna work my way down there. Look at.
But anyway, I following these guys. They tell you to write your goals. It is good to go.
No, I'm talking to Don while you talk.
So writing your goals, and you write your goals for the day. They tell you to write it the night before because the subconsciously, because when you're putting it on paper, it's subconsciously going in your mind so that when you wake up in the morning, you're fresh to start and your goals are like it's all the mind telling you your body how to do things. And I know what I'm trying to say, but I never explain it well. But as far as your goals, the other way too is your yearly goals or monthly goals, however it is, they tell you to read them right before you go to bed and as soon as you get up. And it kind of like it's like putting gas in the engine. It's getting your body and your mind going. So
yeah, I absolutely agree with that. So we got some really good goals in the comments here.
But Jim Rohn gets back to, he says, write down 100 things, whatever. It's a trip to this or a trip to that, and you write all your goals down that you want to achieve in the next 1, 3, 5, and 10 years, and just write them all down. If you get to 200 different goals, then fine. And then you take that 200 block of goals and you put a 1, 3, 5, or 10 next to that number. And then you take the 1 year and you write it separately, and then you take the 3 year and you write it, and so on down the line.
I like that.
Yeah.
So
I think that's the link I sent you. I couldn't open up the.
Yeah, it's in there. Did you tell us what your goals are you're working on?
Yes. So for this year, we want to do $100,000 on sales on all the platforms. And any of the other things like flea markets and all that kind of stuff. We want to continue to donate. We want to have 4,500 hours a month, or I'm sorry, 4,500 to 5,000 listings. We hit 3,000, but it kind of fell down a little bit.
Well, we're back down to 2,000 because I ended all the remotes.
Well, we fell because only I was listing for like 2.5 weeks because, thank you very much, David. He did our taxes. So we're ready for the tax man next week.
Oh my goodness, your taxes are already done?
Not done, but our side is just about done. He just has to touch up a few things.
Look,
and all we have to do now is send them over to H&R Block, and I think
I
February.
want to show you what a bad procrastinator I am.
Sometime in February is our appointment.
So April 8th, gather paperwork. April 15th. Taxes.
Who does yours? You or Keith?
We both do them. We
Okay,
work together as a team.
Because Dave handles everything and then sits down and
we do them separately. I do mine, he does his.
see. Dave does them all and then sit down and we talk about it and shows me exactly what he did.
Well, we as a team, we get all of our paperwork and receipts together. And we have spreadsheets that we put everything into. So usually I type while he reads to me because I'm a faster typist. But every year we do the Saturday before they're due, we spend all day.
Okay.
And 12 hours. And
wow.
We are bad about, I have bags of receipts all over this place.
Oh,
we have spreadsheets that we keep stuff on and keep every year. I'm going to keep up with it this year. Bullshit. We're so far behind. We haven't touched the spreadsheet since October.
Dave is super excited. And I'm super excited for him. He created his Excel spreadsheet. He got it to do exactly what he wanted it to do for the business. So he's super excited about that.
We have a really great spreadsheet that Keith made. Keeps track of everything. There's a personal side to it, a
That's
business
awesome.
side, bills, all the income.
That's great.
Because we're autonomous in our money. We each have our own bank account and run our own finances, but we split all of the profits and all of the bills and everything down the middle. You know that.
Yep.
It's a really great, and he created it himself. He's a genius with spreadsheets and the formulas you put in and stuff.
Yeah, Dave's.
But we're just
Dave,
bad about it. We just don't stay up to date. And
I have to honestly, and I tell Dave this every time. I am honest to say that if I didn't have the way Dave loves numbers and office work and Excel, I don't know if I'd be successful by myself because I am. That's the one side I'm not good at. The finance. I mean, putting the numbers in and all that kind of stuff. So.
no, it's going to be a nightmare because I'm going to have to go back through my bank account, my credit cards,
Oh wow.
for all those trips I took
Yeah.
because I never wrote it down anywhere. We're bad. So we spend
then
like
I made myself certain amount of numbers that I wanted to do on each platform to get me to the 100,000, and then we want to invest in some kind of property by the end of this year. That's on our goal list. I want to be able to do like $4,000 in 7 months at the flea markets during flea market season. I want to read, that's the one I have it written down. I tell myself every day. It's just something that I'm super procrastinating on, and I will admit that right here. I want to be able to exercise every day. I want to get early start down here in the office. Obviously, watch more motivation videos. I want to add more money. We want to be able to get more money into our IRA. Obviously, FlipCon, getting to Texas, and to have 20 to 30 listings 5 to 6 days a week. And that's our yearly goals. So,
can I show you guys what I did?
Absolutely.
Off topic, but it's really driving me absolutely batshit crazy because I'm OCD. We're not even through January yet.
Okay.
And I got my new bullet journal. I got my Fly Lady zones in here that we've been working on. Well, I put it on the kitchen counter because we were in zone 2 of the kitchen. And my stupid asshole self. Look what I did. I'm so mad.
Still coffee?
Water.
Oh, water.
It was on the counter.
Aw.
And I pushed it off to the side. We were doing dishes after dinner, or we're loading them in the dishwasher one night.
Oh, it ran. Oh.
And because I use these purple felt
Okay.
it's everywhere. And I'm trying to trace over it. But I'm not going to rewrite all these or tear them out.
No, not at all. Hey, at least you got a bulletin journal. Why haven't gotten that far yet?
It's so mad. It's maddening every time, every day when I go in here.
I write my goals down, but I do not journal yet.
Scott, I was talking about coming along too. And hey, is this true? We have until May to do our taxes, because if that's true,
have until May for what?
15th to file our taxes.
Not for business.
Are you sure? What if you're still a prop?
So you're there. We're LLC. I don't know. I thought Dave knows all this stuff, and he's not here right now.
Well, Keith's hiding too because I'm on the thing. Yeah. Speaking of Keith, look what's Sunday.
My Dave is your Keith. I see it.
See it?
I think that's awesome.
See right above it? See right above it?
Birthday. Happy birthday.
See right above it?
Yes, I do.
So anyway, my bullet journal got wet. It's pissing me off. What else is new? I thought it was too. I'm just going to do them on the 15th to be safe. That is a Saturday. I heard who you're bringing. So anyway, I'm all sassy.
Where's Dusty Relics live? In Texas.
That's Scott.
Oh, is that Scott? Duh. I should know that. I am so sorry, Scott. My bad. I'm like one of your.
That's our. No, Scott called me last week.
I am so apologetic.
You called for a real quick question or something.
I don't see him on YouTube that often. That's why I didn't know.
We ended up on the phone for like 2 hours.
Oh.
Anyway, what was I going to tell you? Something about taxes and planning. And maybe that should be our goal, to keep up with the. We never will. We never will. We're just as organized as Keith and I are. We are so organized, especially me. Like, I'm hyper organized into my routines and schedules. And as good as our processes are, as far as it comes to sourcing and listing and work and shipping, we will never be the kind of people that aren't sitting here 2 days before taxes are due for 12 hours getting it all done. It's just what we've always done. And I've come to, here's the thing. For 6 years, we beat ourselves up. We listened to everybody else telling us, you can't do it that way. And for 6 years, we beat ourselves up. And finally, we just decided, you know what? That's our personality. That's what we do. Maybe we thrive on the stress. Maybe we like the stress. I don't know. But that is what we do. It's what we've always done. And I'm not going to try to change it. It's part of our life.
But if you're willing to change it, you can.
But I'm not.
I know. That's what I'm
I don't
saying.
need to. There's the thing. Do I need to?
Well, then again, it's probably you guys probably thrive on the pressure of trying to get the taxes done. So that's something you want to continue to do because you like that pressure of wanting to wait till the last minute. And
Yeah,
I'm not saying
excitement.
that's not in a negative way. I'm just saying that's your personality. That's what you thrive. That I guess
Some people get
that motivates you guys.
thrilled by the deadline.
Yeah, the challenge. That's the word I'm looking for. The challenge in getting it done. To getting it prepared.
I don't go on camera that day, Donovan. Like I literally wake up in pajamas, don't take a shower, and we look like hideous shit all day.
And you go in your room, and he goes in his room, and
Nope. We sit in the same room together.
And how many pencils are you breaking, and walls are you punching?
We don't. We're very calm about it. Like I read him receipts for his, he reads me receipts for mine. We fix the spreadsheets. It just takes all day, but we're very calm about it. I know where everything is. I got receipts in bags, January, February, March, April.
Oh, good.
So he files his first, and I help him with anything he needs. Looking stuff up for him, looking through his bank account for him, all that stuff. And then I do mine, and he does my the potty words. I mean,
now, are you filing your own taxes, or you take them to a tax person? And
so I use TurboTax.
Okay.
On the computer, and he uses H&R Block. We do not have an accountant. We do not have a CPA. We do not pay anybody. We just do them ourselves. Keith is very, very good with math. I mean, Bill in the desk. You can go to Keith and say, "Hey, Keith, what's 1,513 times 12?" And he will spit it out. He's very good with math. Very good with numbers. He's really smart with math and spreadsheets. So we don't hire. I mean, if you can do it yourself, you shouldn't be paying someone else to do it. The only time you should pay someone to do something for you is if you can't or don't want to.
Well, I think this is the last year we're going to wind up paying H&R Block because Dave's really been paying attention to what's been going on. And then we'll, like you said, file yourself.
He stays abreast of all the tax laws and sorry, I wanted to add one more thing. So he doesn't, and like you should pay people if you don't like. I would never mow my own lawn because I don't want to, but he does it all himself. But the thriving on the stress part, there is that. But we've always rewarded ourselves. So at the end of tax day, when we're all done and everything is sent in, we used to go to Cold Stone Creamery and split because we're not really big on sweets. We would get the small bowl and split it.
Okay.
This year we have decided on a different reward. We're going to go to Dave & Buster's and have hamburgers and play video games.
There you go.
So that's going to be our reward this year. And I'm really excited. Yeah, I like TurboTax better. He likes H&R Block, but it's a team effort. We help each other. We're really not stressed out though. We're really not. We're just like, we roll out of bed and come in pajamas with coffee, and we break for lunch and we break for dinner, and we just stay calm and get it done.
Good. So, yeah, I just wanted to say real quick, the other thing, and we didn't write it down, but we just made it a mental note for both of us that we wanted to try and dabble in wholesaling. So
well, I can help you with that.
Out here in well, we want to find that product that we can list once and it'll just keep selling. That's what we're looking for. So Philadelphia has a wholesale show every so often. So we went up to it yesterday, and it was very interesting to try and, because I know the margins. Well, Dave and I are knowing that the margins are way different. You're only working on like maybe a 10 to 15%, if that, margin of profit. So it's really hard when you're doing 50, 60, 70% profit on an item, and then you drop it all the way down to 10%, and you're looking at
Yeah.
the, actually put the numbers on paper, and it's like we were like, it was an awakening for us. I mean, we did this way back when we first started, but we didn't know what we were doing. Now we know what we're doing, in quotes, and even that, I was on the phone with Scott while we were at the show trying to figure out the numbers and how it works. So it was very interesting. I would like to go to the big one, and I think there's a big one in Vegas or Los Angeles or something like that. Yeah, DHL? No, not DHL. I forget
I know
what
what you're talking about.
it's this weekend because we were talking to one of the people that were there. But we found out the place that we go to, every item that was at the show was a discontinued item.
That's poop.
So
Hey, look, I didn't say shit. I said
that was really disappointing to hear that.
yeah, no, that's poop.
So,
We're gonna pull the winner, okay?
go for it.
We're gonna pull a winner. I want to refresh this because I feel like when I well, maybe not. All right, who's gonna win? Somebody's gonna win. Hey,
Hey!
Vanessa Porta.
Yay!
You won 1 free month of List Perfectly. And I know you already use it, but that's okay. They'll let you not pay your bill for a month. So can you send me a private message with your email address so I can email Tiffany with UCC'd and she can set you up with your free month. Congratulations. She was just in my listing party. True Crime and List listing party. I can't speak.
You
had talking about how we hung out in Vegas.
Sounds like you had a busy Friday. That was before the show, right?
So my Fridays, yeah. Can I talk about my Fridays because they're pretty fun days?
Go for it.
All right, my Fridays, I get up and get camera ready, and then we do shipping. And after shipping, I sit in here and film 3 to 5 videos. And I change my shirt each time, guys. I film 3 to 5 videos. And then once those are filmed and downloading, I go eat. I come back upstairs and I edit all of them and create thumbnails and get them uploaded to YouTube. So they're just there to be pushed out all week. And then I delist and relist 10 items. I don't get any listing done on Friday, but Keith does like 40 or 50 on Fridays to make up for that. Then I create reels. I do 2, one to promote my listing party, one to promote this. And then I create, well, today I worked on my website and the cooking reel for tomorrow. Then the listing party, then List Perfectly goes live on YouTube. I attend that. And then that's 2 to 3 usually. And then from 3 to 4, I have a listing party, True Crime and List. And then at 4:30 to 5:30, I'm in here.
The listing parties, and I haven't gone into them yet, but what is, like,
it depends on who's hosting it and what the topic is.
So if you're the host, when you're the host, it's just people come into the room and you guys just talk crime? Is that, or you just sit back and just listen?
Well, it's a Zoom call. So some people come in and they have their mic muted. They never turn on their camera and they're just quiet and listen, and they can type comments over in the comment section. Or you can have your camera on and you can participate in the conversation, or you can have your camera on, be muted. It's whatever your comfort level is.
So you're in a Zoom room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yep. And mine, we just talk about true crime and serial killers, and it's called True Crime and List. Full disclosure, folks, I don't work because I cannot list and talk at the same time. My brain doesn't work that way. But other people do come in and just listen to us talk while they list, like you would listen to a show.
Now, didn't you do something like that years ago when you first started YouTube? Weren't you listing with somebody and doing like a list? You and him, or you and her were on.
Yeah, I did try a list with me.
Yeah.
And then I ended up just talking because there were questions coming in. I wanted to say hi to people.
So you weren't getting listings done. See, that's what I'd be afraid would happen. So,
But Dawn listed today. I mean, it just depends. There's some where they just strictly talk about goals. Like Trish does an accountability meeting every morning, but she unfortunately does it when we're doing shipping, so I can never attend that.
sure.
Because our mail lady comes at a time, and we got to be ready, right? But there's Teresa does teaching ones.
Okay.
For List Perfectly. She does teaching ones for eBay. Some folks just go on and talk about movies and books. I think Doug is getting ready to start one very similar to mine. It's going to be horror movies and lists.
Okay.
So it just depends on who's hosting it, what the topic is. Some people work, some people don't. Some people put it on for background noise. Some people participate in the conversation.
Yeah, I'll have to try it one of these times. Yeah, I see the notes come up, and I never attended one.
Yeah, but my Fridays are pretty chill and laid back. It's mostly just filming videos and doing shows and attending List Perfectly's live show. I like to support them. But I work hard all week. And I also put in a half day typically on Saturdays. I usually work on half a day. So
yeah, we have a
it is
pretty
what it
busy
is.
schedule ourselves because
So
we're trying to take Sundays off, and then Monday I try to get myself go hard at it. Like I'll photograph his jeans, and I'm usually done by 12, and then I can photograph like 10 to 15 items of hard goods and get them listed by 6 o'clock, and they're cross posted. And if they're not cross posted after dinner, I'll cross post because we're just sitting in the living room watching TV anyway. And then Tuesday I go to auction. He does his shopping. And then every other Monday, I'll list in the morning, knowing that I'm going to an auction Monday afternoon. There's 2 auctions that I go to, that one and then one on Tuesday. But I want to try and get it where I'm doing Monday and Tuesday, and then do that like once a month. Get enough product to only go once a month. That's the goal that I'm trying to do that.
So we're going to be changing our schedule a little bit. We're going to be taking one Sunday off a month from thrifting.
Okay.
Because we usually go Sunday mornings to the Goodwills for a 99-cent day. And we do that until like noon or 1. And then the rest of the day we take off and spend with his family.
Mm-hmm.
But last Sunday we were talking, it'd be nice to at least have one weekend off, a full weekend off every month. Not having to get up at 7:30 and getting ready to thread. Like it'd be nice if one Sunday a month we could sleep in and then just take our time getting ready. Maybe even have a second night. We have a nice breakfast together every Saturday.
Sure.
A second nice breakfast and then leisurely get ready and go to his grandparents for the rest of the day. So we decided if we're going to take that one Sunday off from thrifting, we're going to have to do double time thrifting during the week.
Okay.
So typically, we usually only go to the one Salvation Army, and I hit it big there. This Salvation Army is amazing. So we found a second one. It's a bit of a drive, but once a month, we're going to do like a circuit on Wednesdays.
That's
and come home with double so we can skip that following Sunday and take the time to just, because I don't want to miss the 99-cent sales, but it's kind of poopy that we never get a full Sunday off.
Well, we have $2 Tuesday, and Dave will go to the furthest point, which is an hour out. He goes an hour out to the furthest point, and then he works his way back home, and he's usually home by dinner time.
Yeah, Keith would never go for that.
So
if I ever asked him to thrift all day, he'd be like, "You're out of your mind. Go get a real job." You know, Keith.
But anyway.
So anyway, it is 5:40. But before we let people go, hey, Bill.
I have something that you're asking.
Well, first I was going to say, what are you doing this weekend?
We are ordering pizza tonight.
Us too.
We're doing pineapple bacon. I know people.
I know you turned me on to that.
Anyway, then tomorrow we're going to work our butts off. And then Sunday, I will try to get work done up until about 2 o'clock. And then my butt's in the couch for the rest of the evening to watch the Eagles get to the Super Bowl. They have a 50-50 chance. And then watch Cleveland Browns get to the Super Bowl. So that's my Sunday. And that's what we're doing this weekend.
We're ordering pizza tonight. And my half is going to be the same that you guys are getting.
Mm-hmm.
Because I used to always get pineapple and ham, but these guys showed me bacon.
Oh, we found this great pizza place. It's been here since I've been here. Dave's been here 20 some years. It's Venice Pizza. It's like 20 minutes from here. No, it's like 10 minutes from here. So
We'll have to order from there when I come out in July.
Yes.
So we're going to do that. We are going to actually, we usually do a movie on Fridays, but we're behind on one of the shows that we like to watch.
Okay.
If y'all have never heard of Ghost, it's super cute. It's about these people who inherit a haunted hotel.
Yeah.
With bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
And only she can see the ghosts and talk to them.
I haven't watched it, but I heard good reviews.
It's really cute, and I like the actress. She's cute. So we're gonna catch up on all of those. He's playing WoW with Jamie Peace tonight. And I'm gonna watch some horror movies, and then tomorrow I'm gonna be working a half a day, and then he will be playing Dead Space, which is his birthday present from me. It's a digitally remastered, redone video game from 2008 that they just re-released.
Okay.
So I'm getting him that for his birthday. Sunday is his birthday, so we are not thrifting. Gonna let him sleep in and play his video game in the morning before we go to his grandparents for dinner and cake and all that good stuff.
Yeah, we got rid of cable, and then we were on a TV channel that was getting us channels that we got from someone that has been using it for 3 years. So we finally signed up like Thanksgiving. They shut the site down.
Oh man, we have like
months. But other than that, after my football is done, I'm good with it because you got all the streaming channels and.
Yeah, we don't have cable, but we spend about $50 a month, I think, on streaming.
Well, we have a gigabyte of internet coming in. Whatever the highest internet is, and we change our phones over to Xfinity, and we cut our
So
bill.
we have the gig, and we need to change our phones to Xfinity to save
And then
money.
between the two, we're saving ourselves like almost. I think Dave did the math. It's like $150 to $175 between the two, and one was the phones were business, so that saving goes off the business, and then cable.
Well, we added it up because his grandmother showed me her cable bill, and we were comparing it to how much we spend. So we have Prime.
We have
Video,
Prime. Yep.
Netflix.
Yep.
Hulu.
Yep.
Disney Plus.
Yep.
Paramount.
Yep.
Peacock.
Yep.
I have Shudder or whatever that horror movie one is.
No.
But no. I have Screenbox. I don't have Shudder. But Screenbox was running this event when Terrifier 2 came out around Halloween when we just moved here. That for $7 you could get 6 months. So I don't pay monthly. But we have so many streaming services.
I watch
HBO. I got real excited because HBO is where I watch my friends.
I was just I watch a lot of YouTube, and I like, as Dave would call it, murder, death, kill. I watch a show, Married. Oh shit! What the hell is it called? I just watched an episode. It's Feel Real is the company. Film Real is the company that puts it out.
Film Real.
Get into my history real quick here. Because I just watched an episode. I watch all these. The heck is it? Now I'm not gonna. And I watch American Greed. It's not here. Of course, it's not here. Because I'm trying to look for it real fast. Bum bum bum. Anyway, to end on a good note, I would suggest it. Starting tomorrow, even tonight, write your goals down for what you want to do tomorrow. Read them to yourself. Get up in the morning, read them. Find one of these motivation speakers that I mentioned and sit down and listen to what they had to say. And be grateful every morning, every night. Be grateful for 3 things that happened. And whatever it was in the morning, it should be different than what it is when you go to bed.
Yep. And there's a reason why I always ask, hey, Bill, what you doing this weekend? Because it is important to have work-life balance. You guys, you got to take time. You got to be productive and work when you work.
Yes. And yep.
But you got to have time off too.
And play when you play. Yep.
You got to work when you work, play when you play.
For you. But that one right there. Meet, Mary Murder. It's on YouTube. And it's called Film Rise. It's all true crime. So, and you can see in my history.
See, you need to come to the true crime shows, Bill.
And then, of course, I have, this is my history of just some of the stuff I watch. So I watch all these death shows. And then, of course, I mix it in with motivation speakers.
Well, you know what? I watch Murder, Death, Kill, and Disney.
Listen to a guy give me motivation for the day. It's just, I don't know. It works for me. It works for me.
So make sure you guys take some time off this weekend to relax and enjoy your friends, your family, your pets, yourselves. Yes. Bill will be back. I'm going to look.
Set up any questions. I'm easy to get to on Instagram.
Bill will be back on February 10th.
Yes.
Your Instagram's in the description box.
Okay.
I got to say, Sherry Cook and Vanessa, please send me your emails. And Sherry, you need to let me know which guide you want. Make sure you're following me on Instagram because I'm starting a cooking show and that's awesome.
That is
I'm so excited.
Congratulations.
All right, guys. Bill, you have any last imparting words of wisdom?
Just the goal setting, do it tonight. Write yourself the 5 goals. Even if it's just 3 goals, write them down. And then just remember whatever that top 2 goals is that you want to have tomorrow, write down 10 things that are going to get you that goal done. And read them as soon as you get up in the morning. Watch yourself a motivation speaker, some kind of motivation video. Be grateful for what you have when you get up. And then just reverse it and do it all again when you go to bed. And do this for whatever amount of time it takes and you'll start to see results.
And it'll start to become natural. It takes 30 days to create a new habit.
The saying that I've been putting out there a lot is if you change 1% of your day for the entire year, you would have changed your life 365%. Think about that.
I like that.
Just 1% of your day change into the good, and you'll have 365% of your goals met.
All right. Well, my words of wisdom before we leave you guys. Pineapple does belong on pizza. Because we're both about to go order some pineapple bacon pizza.
Absolutely. Well done with a beer.
I got Miller Lite. Listen, I got a beer too. So everyone, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I used to be Bud Light, and I got myself into Michelob Ultra.
I love Michelob Ultra, but Miller it's actually Miller 64. It's only 64 calories and half the amount of alcohol, so it's not as bad for you. Anyway.
I want to thank for everyone hanging in there for the extra 20 minutes.
Yeah, and thank you for coming on, Bill.
No
if you're
problem.
watching the replay, thank you for watching. If you joined us live today, thank you for watching. Bill, thank you for coming on. You guys go have a wonderful weekend. Be productive and make that money, but also self-care, time off, super important. It's super important. Bye, guys. Love you.
Bye, guys. Have a great weekend. Go Eagles.